Catfish Hunter is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 19, Tony Gwynn.
In now, Tony Gwynn, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
2 balls and a strike now. Robinson leads off second with nobody out. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And they'll Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Willie Stargell is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Steve Finley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Right fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. Gone!
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
On his junior, but this is a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
So now to the plate, Lou Brock. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1.
1-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Fouled away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And Junior will make the catch, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning. Mike Scott, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Ramirez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. The 1-2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. In there, a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Ricky Henderson down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Will Myers will be summoned into the game to take over at first following the injury. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. In now, Ken Griffey Jr. comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Coming to the plate now, James McCann. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Into the box, Nick Ahmed took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And it's off the green monster. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Now back, the second baseman,
At the plate, Jackie Robinson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, John Olerud. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And it's quickly 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And Larkin's throw is right there for the first out. Into the box now, Jay Buhner. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Strike one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Called strike 0-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Rafael Devers is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2. Devers, 23 years old. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Tony Gwynn.
The right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Devers over to his left. 1 out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So here's Will Myers. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out.
The batter, number 2.
Now in the box, Hanley Ramirez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 the count. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing if they're going to swing at him.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Three balls and a strike to Finley.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Liner toward right center. Griffey Jr. is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Lou Brock, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And it's 1-1 to Brock. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Runners on first with one down. Hit back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. LeMahieu rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
The third baseman, number 13, Nick Ahmed.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Count even at 2-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner, but foul. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
McNeil's got it for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Oh, and it's off the foul pole and right for a home run.
They call that the pesky pole down there. It's only 302 feet away. If this ball somehow stays fair and clanks right off of it for a homer, I'm sure the guy in the mound has a different name for that pole, but I'm not sure we could say that on the air.
Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Is taken for strike 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
I'd like to go there and Wrigley.
And he'll lay
Wrigley's
off the
the awesome
curveball
here.
that's in the
Big
dirt
game
that
at
time,
Wrigley
and it's
Field.
back to even now at 2-2.
They do it 2 times a year.
Here's the pitch.
Cubs and White Sox.
Swung on
No,
and
2
missed.
times a year where
Really
the Cubs
fooled
play a
him
day
that
game and
time
the
for
White
the
Sox play a
first
night
out.
game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts
I'd like
left
to do
and
it.
right.
Go
But
to
what's
both.
really impressive to me, he hasn't
My
walked
brother was
anyone
supposed to do it a
either.
couple
He's
years
just
ago
pounding
before
the
they had
zone.
kids.
His stuff is dirty today.
Dumbass got drunk.
Ken
Cubs
Griffey
game.
Jr.
One minute the
As he
White Sox
pops the
game.
first pitch foul behind the plate.
I think
Into
that'd
the
be so
windup,
cool.
here comes the 0-1.
That's definitely something I would love to do. It'd be really cool if Baltimore and Washington would figure that out, do something like that. I mean, I know they're not as close, but you can get the Baltimore, the DC to Baltimore pretty quick on the,
And that will end up a foul
whatever
ball.
that thing's called, Metro.
1-2.
No.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
I mean, it's doable. It's not like it's
Is right
a 7
there as
hours.
he'll put it away without much problem for
Yeah.
the second out. Ready now, John Olerud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yeah.
Deception on the slider there
Where a
as he's
stadium
way out
at
in
though is
front.
really nice.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Left side. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight.
Looks like a
Back with
metallic
more
white.
here on a Tuesday.
Fancy like.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Robinson. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for the ball. It's 1-0.
That's
2-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
A bouncer to the left side, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I think, did Ian bring Zepp in?
Now
Oh,
at the
when did you
plate,
do that?
Tony Gwynn. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Oh,
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1.
he won't. I don't know. I can't get him to do it in the
Out
evenings
to left
either.
center. And
He will
that'll
not.
get down for a base
If I
hit.
get the treats, put him in this kennel, he will not eat the treats until I've held in my hand just like
That's an
this.
excellent piece of hitting right
You
there.
have to put him in the kennel, and he will not touch him until you drop him.
Problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint.
He wouldn't even take one of those beef jerky sticks out of my
Stepping in
hands.
now, Barry Larkin. And this
He
pitch
made
is
me
popped
put it
straight
in the
up,
kennel.
right around the home plate area. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
I mean, I feel like he's getting better.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Will Myers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty.
Yeah.
Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed
Maybe
it.
he just
With
needed
this
to grow
guy's
up a
big
little bit.
power, he's feeling
Maybe he
pretty
just
good
needed
at
to grow
the
up a little
dish.
bit.
Look for him to try and get on
He's still a
something
puppy.
and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's pretty dog.
That evens it up, 1-1.
He's one of the prettiest dogs I've ever seen. He's a lot prettier than Naya. I don't like short-haired dogs. They're not very pretty.
From the belt, kicks
They're not
and deals.
fluffy.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
She wouldn't eat everything.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit.
Not real sure where that even
And
came
it's
from.
gone into the monster seats.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the
hit well again down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Just foul.
Sliced hard on the ground. Devers gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy.
Ripped.
Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break,
Heidi
I talked
Watney.
about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which
Sure about
obviously
that.
doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jay Buhner.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Again, another foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Here now is Rafael Devers. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Fouled away. The 1-1.
That's ball two.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Tyler Lyons takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Next will be the designated hitter, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Griffey Jr. is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
The pitch. Lou Brock is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Olerud in foul ground, and that retires the side. So forward now, Gary Sanchez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Bold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter is going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Jeff McNeil comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-2. One run on 3 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
In the dirt here. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And it's fouled away. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Henderson is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Scott comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's got another one. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail 6-1. 7th inning ready to roll. And standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Nick Ahmed. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way.
2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Line towards center field. On his junior, but this is a base hit. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So now to the plate, Jackie Robinson. And he puts it on the ground to second. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The right fielder, number 19.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Tony Gwynn. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty B. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's in. Ball, that's
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Sam Tuivalala enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 28.
At the plate, Steve Finley. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. Tuivalala, a 27-year-old. He was a 21st round pick during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at-bat.
Popped him up. Ramirez is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Last half of the 7th here, and here comes Junior.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fouled off. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Digging in once again, John Olerud. A couple of ground-outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
High in the air out to center field. Finley is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 19.
Now at the plate, Jay Buhner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Count is even, 2-2 to Buhner. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. He's set, and the pitch. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Lou Brock. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roy, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into third. And he's out on a strong throw.
The third baseman, number 13, Nick Ahmed.
At the plate now, Nick Ahmed. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now that's second base.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roy. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your bat.
And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
To the plate now, Tony Gwynn. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Throw over to the bag and he'll be back in standing up. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is in there.
The bat, number 11, shortstop,
Standing in now, Barry Larkin, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short, reined in. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one, which is Rafael Devers the next to bat. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fielded cleanly, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Gary Sanchez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Will Myers will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Griffey waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Steve Finley, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And a pitch that misses, a ball and a strike to Finley. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
3-1 to him now. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Popped him up. Olderud in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hanley Ramirez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a liner. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. A ball and no strikes. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. Now at the plate, Ricky Henderson. He went down on strikes last time up. Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground to the left side. The throw to Robinson. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
11-1 at the end of this one. West Virginia posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Mike Scott takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Catfish Hunter permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that